Welcome to today's edition of A More Excellent Team. Today, we'll be talking about something that can completely transform your experience as a student, as a researcher, or even an early career professional. We are talking about how to study your supervisor, not their workload, not their deadlines, not their expertise, but their personality and character. This one skill can save you stress. It can protect your confidence, reduce misunderstandings, and dramatically improve your working relationship. So let's dive into what it really means to study your supervisor and why this is one of the smartest things you can do for your academic journey. Most conflicts between students and supervisors do not happen because the student is doing poorly or maybe because the supervisor is unreasonable. Conflicts can happen because two different people are trying to work together without fully understanding each other. You can be an excellent student but still struggle. You can be diligent, responsible, hardworking, but still feel like there's tension between you and your supervisor. Because conflict rarely comes from lack of effort, it comes from miscommunicated personalities, miscommunicated expectations. Supervisors are people. They have tendencies, they have sensitivities, they have way of speaking, way of expressing concern. And if you don't understand these patterns, you will misread them every single time. Understanding your supervisor is not manipulation, it's wisdom, it's emotional intelligence, it's learning how to navigate a relationship that has such a huge impact on your success. So, what are the things you need to study about your supervisor? Number one, you need to know their emotional baseline. Every person has a home tone, a default emotional setting. Ask yourself, what does my supervisor sound like when they are neutral? Are they naturally serious? Are they naturally warm? Do they speak fast? Do they speak slowly? Are they expressive? Are they reserved? This matters because you cannot interpret changes until you know what normal looks like. A supervisor who is normally blunt or short in speech is not automatically upset. A supervisor who is normally warm and conversational might be signaling something when they suddenly grow quiet. There were times when my supervisor had reservations about some parts of my project and he wasn't sure how to communicate it. He grew cold and I observed it, and he delayed approval. So I knew this was not his personality, so something was off. If you don't know someone's baseline, you will likely misinterpret their signals. Number two, watch how they express approval and disapproval. Supervisors rarely say, I'm upset, I'm disappointed, I'm concerned. Instead, they show it through their behavior. Some show approval by giving lots of feedback. Some show approval by saying almost nothing. To them, silence is good job. Some show concern by asking questions. Others show concern by slowing down communication. Sometimes a distant tone may indicate unmet expectations. Every supervisor has a distinct emotional language. Learning it prevents unnecessary stress. Number three, understand their values. Personality flows from values. Some supervisors value independence. Some value process, not just results. Some value precision and excellence. Some value well being and balance. Some value communication and transparency. Ask yourself, what does my supervisor praise often? What do they correct immediately? What frustrates them? What energizes them? What standards do they never compromise on? Your supervisor's values shape their behavior. If you understand their values, you understand the heart behind their decisions. Understanding values gives you clarity and prevents you from being confused. Number 4, notice how they handle stress. Every supervisor has a stress response. Some get quiet, some get controlling, some become more detailed, some become less available, some start checking in more, some start checking in less. Recognizing their stress pattern helps you avoid taking things personally. Many times their stress has nothing to do with you. They might be dealing with grants, application, deadlines, exams, admin pressure, or even their personal lives. If you misinterpret stress, you end up carrying a burden that isn't yours. So, understanding stress patterns helps you build empathy and helps you respond wisely. Number 5, observe how they interact with others. This is one of the most underrated tools. How your supervisor treats others tells you more about their character than how they treat you. Watch how they interact with administrative staff, how they interact with students who are struggling, students who they are not impressed with, how they interact with colleagues, how they interact with junior researchers, how they interact with people they don't need anything from. If your supervisor is patient and respectful with everyone, then a moment of bluntness is likely just stress, not anger. If your supervisor is consistently dismissive or harsh with everyone, then you know their tone is not personal to you, it's a pattern. This helps you interpret behavior accurately instead of emotionally. Number 6, study how they approach work. Every supervisor has a work personality. Some are high thinkers who want fast responses. Some are slow and methodical. Some want structured meeting agendas. Some want relaxed conversations. Some want independence. Some want close collaboration. So ask yourself, what frustrates them in meetings? What impresses them? Do they care more about results or process? Do they like updates frequently or when needed? Do they prefer email, in person, or just spontaneous chat? When you understand their work rhythm, you communicate better and prepare more effectively. This shift in understanding can change a lot in your dynamics. Number 7, look for character consistency. Personality is surface level. Character is deeper. Character shows in consistency. Do they consistently treat people fairly? Do they follow through on their word? Do they apologize when they are wrong? Do they acknowledge your efforts? Do they give credit appropriately? You're not doing this to judge them. You're learning how to relate to them wisely. When you understand their character, you know when a behavior is a meaningful signal or when it's simply temporary stress reaction. Study your supervisor's personality and character. This does not change who they are. It changes your experience and how you relate with them. When you understand your supervisor, you stop misinterpreting their tone. You stop assuming the worst. You communicate with more confidence. You know when to speak and when to pause. You read situations accurately. You prevent small misunderstandings from becoming bigger conflicts. you build trust more naturally. You shift from surviving the relationship to strategically navigating it with wisdom and emotional intelligence. If today's video has been helpful and has helped you to see your supervisor differently, go ahead, like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs clarity in their academic journey. Remember, your supervisor is a person first. So understanding them is one of the strongest tools you can carry. See you in the next video.